Hey chat, welcome in. I realized I was muted for that first minute, but I didn't say anything important, so it's okay. Oh. You'll never guess what's going on. It's Destiny. Who would... No one would ever guess such a thing. Oh, chat, it is... I have no clue how long this stream will go for. It's warm, and my computer's having heat problems, I think. It is not doing good. It is like 18 degrees in my room.
In times of crisis, people look to their leaders for answers. But
Did it launch a second ad break?
From our sky,
Again?
seems all I can offer are more questions.
Damn it, Twitch.
And now, with Mars returned, I hardly know where to start. Where is she?
Okay.
Your theory was correct. The relic is of the pyramids. There's no doubt.
Word is out about Mars.
I need more time.
The Cabal are mobilizing. We need to... Secure the camp!
There we go. Discord notif put out.
Wait. It seems they have another target.
What are they aiming at?
Probably the Luger Hulk that's there.
Savathun.
Sure. Let's see how bad it is.
Guardian, Eris and I are establishing hidden operations near the cradle. What's your location?
We're in some kind of crop field.
What you see is a window into the Golden Age. Mars has returned with temporal instabilities, and Savathun's presence here is no coincidence. We believe the reappearance of Mars drove her out of hiding, and our intel says she may be in a weakened state.
What's my strength?
The Cabal fleet is blocking the
92.
flight path onto her ship. We need you to find a way to get up there and track Savathun.
Do none of these give
This
plus?
may be our
Oh,
only
that does.
chance to strike.
Switch to that one. How that works. I can switch back after if it's not that good. Let's increase the range slightly. Okay. $19.80. That turret can't hit anything. Damn. I'm gonna have to get used to these grenades. Damn fast fire.
The Cabal are setting up a giant cannon. I have an idea. Head inside and get me to a console.
Here. Alright. Sorry, I had a itch in my ear. There we go.
Bring me
Nice.
to the console. Let's see how this cannon works. I heard Savathun went into hiding thanks to the Awoken Queen, Marasav. So why is she showing herself again so soon? Seems too reckless for a god of cunning.
Nice. Oh. I want that engram. Oh. Oh. I thought I had triple jump on.
Okay, got it. We need fuel, power, and projectile control. You'll be the projectile, of course. I know what you're thinking, but trust me, this will work. My plans always work. Let's start with opening the fuel lines.
Okay. Also about to ask what happened to my music. If I can find a pugilist weapon, I'll be happy.
One down, Guardian. One more to go.
Yeah, I see that. Nope. Okay. It's always the ships that are the worst. It's rarely ever the enemies that drop from them. Ooh. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up.
Fuel lines open. generators.
That really hit nothing?
You know, if I were a god of cunning, I wouldn't show up with a giant ship. It's like saying, here I am, come kill me.
That could be what she wants.
Maybe Savathun's waving a red flag at a bull. Maybe we're the bull.
That's not the time for that, Ghost.
We need 2 override codes to get the lift moving. Only Cabal engineers carry them.
Good try.
Get me to that console. I'll activate the lift. Lift is active. We just have to adjust the trajectory.
Yeah.
When I was searching for the cannon schematics, I saw marching orders from Keitel. She wants to retake Mars as Cabal territory. Not sure how she'll feel about us interfering. All right, the cannon is aligning. Time to reload, Guardian. Don't worry, you'll be fine. But I'll stand by to revive, just in case. To my knowledge, no Guardian has ever been on Savathun's ship before. Either she's inviting us aboard, or she's so weak after that encounter with Queen Mara that she's getting clumsy. I'm hoping for the latter, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh.
Ikora, we made it onto the ship, and we're seeing traces of void light. Seems like maybe another Guardian got up here first.
That's impossible. Perhaps we've acted too hastily. There are too many unknowns.
Savathun is the god of cunning. To wait for a moment when her intentions are clear, we would wait forever.
Not forever. Just until we can provide backup. Guardian, Eris and I are pinned down. If you turn back now, it'll give us more time to plan.
I don't think Savathun will give us free time, Ikora. This might be our only shot. Don't worry, we'll handle it.
Be careful.
I'm always careful.
Did you see that moth just now?
Mm-hmm.
It was glowing with light. Not corrupted light, Guardian, but light like ours.
Really? Oh no. I didn't see that. Oh. Did I miss something? I'm just gonna do normal. I don't really care about the exotics on Hunter as much.
In times of crisis, people look to the
I'm also thinking the heat increase. Oh.
Guardian. Eris and I are establishing hidden operations near the cradle. What's your location?
We're in some kind of crop field.
What you see is a window into the golden age.
I wonder what Moon's up to
Mars
right
has
now.
returned with temporal
Let me see.
instabilities, and Savathun's presence here is no coincidence.
We believe the reappearance of Mars drove her out of hiding, and our intel says she may be in a
Okay, he's
weakened
offline.
state. The Cabal fleet is blocking the flight path onto her ship. We need you to find a way to get up there and track Savathun down.
This may be our only chance to strike.
Do I have any pugilist weapons on me? I do. Alright. Then I'll keep running Twin Tail.
The Cabal are setting up a giant.
Let me set up this shotgun.
I have an idea. Head inside and get me to a
Better
console.
shader. White and pink. Okay, I'll go from here.
Bring me to the console. Let's see how this cannon works. I heard Savathun went into hiding thanks to the Awoken Queen, Mara Sav. So why is she showing herself again so soon? Seems too reckless for a god of cunning.
Yes, come closer.
Okay, got it. We need fuel, power, and projectile control. You'll be the projectile, of course.
Oh, yippee.
I know what you're thinking, but trust me, this will work. My plans always work. Let's start with opening the fuel lines.
Oh yeah, that does no damage to me compared to before. Come on. How goes the crusade?
One down,
Ah.
Guardian. One more to go.
Oh, pretty good. Got one more story to do before I do final shape on Hunter. How goes it with you? Going well. Nice. Wish it wasn't too as hot as it is,
Fuel lines open.
but is what it is, I guess. It's still hot. My room is usually my room because of how small it is and with my computer. There's like a 4-degree difference between my room and the rest of the house. Like the moment you go in or out of my door or door frame, there's like a noticeable heat difference.
Next up, generators.
Have that with my own room. Yeah. Yeah, it's my PC, but it's also tiny room, lots of stuff, so it's insulated. It's not bad in winter, but you know, middle of summer, not really what you want. That was a good rebound. I added a new points thing off of a suggestion. That little like image on the bottom right, the little Pepes. For a decent amount of points, you can change that picture if you wanted. Although I don't know if anyone actually has that amount.
You
Yeah.
know, if I were a god of cunning, I wouldn't show up with a giant ship. It's like saying, Here I am. Come kill me. Or maybe Savathun's waving a red flag at a bull. Maybe we're the bull. We need 2
I'll
override
adjust the
codes to
price
get the
probably,
lens moving.
but
Only Cabal engineers carry them.
yeah. Well, it's like if you're putting a picture onto onto the stream for a day, or until someone else has enough to change it. I don't want just like anybody, or like just any random picture, you know? It's kind of the same with like me drawing a picture. Well, it's not really a lot of work. It's just more a trust thing. If it's a lot,
Get me to
kind of
that
guarantees you're part of the
console. I'll
community.
activate the lift.
And it's like, you know. Oh, that was overshot by a mile. Where are you?
Lift is active. We
I'll
just
probably
have
make
to
it like
adjust the
20k or something, because that's still a lot, but it's like not too much. Oh. I need to find another gun with Pugilist.
When I was searching for the cannon schematics, I saw marching
Preferably
orders from
a primary.
to retake Mars as Cabal territory. Not sure how she'll feel about us interfering. All right, the cannon is aligning. Time to reload, Guardian. Don't worry, you'll be fine. But I'll stand by to revive, just in case.
Actually, let me check dim, see if I have a
Knowledge
primary
no
with
Guardian
Puge.
has ever been on Savathun's ship before. Either she's inviting us aboard, or she's so weak after that encounter with Queen Mara that she's getting clumsy. I'm
Big
hoping
brain
for the
idea.
latter, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Give off stuff. Come on. Come on, dim. You can update. Battler has Puge. It's pretty decent if you like bosses. Yeah. That'd be a good alternative, because dim doesn't seem to want to work right now. I'm just thinking... The boss stuff also has the, this one, attrition orbs. So, I can just run a lot of it. And it's pretty decent. Dim's just not wanting to load for some reason. After bringing out Cabal stuff. But double Pugilist means I'll have my... Yeah. The way my hunter build works is finishers and melee give me vanish because of this. So it also gives me invisibility and healing, which gives me an escape. So if I just
we made it onto the ship, and
keep
we're seeing
feeding into my
traces of
melee,
void light.
which I get 2 of now,
Maybe another Guardian got up here first.
and they slow things and freeze.
Possible. Perhaps we've acted too hastily.
If it doesn't kill
Many
whatever,
unknowns.
Leaves him open for a
Savathun is
finisher,
the
and then I
god
can
of
just
cunning.
wham bam.
Wait for a moment when her intentions are clear. We would wait forever.
Not forever. Just until we can provide backup. Guardian, Eris and I are pinned down. If you turn back now, it'll give us more time to plan.
I don't think Savathun will give us free time, Ikora. This might be our only
I like
shot.
making...
Don't worry, we'll handle it.
I've changed it a little. Because I don't think it'll work with Prismatic as much. But... I like making builds that kind of just... No matter what element I'm running, it works.
Did you
I don't have to
see that light
change
now?
too many mods, too many armor pieces.
Not corrupted light, Guardian, but light like ours.
Yeah. It's like... I have another world, Traveler's Chosen. Run that for just grenade energy with Warlock, you're chillin'. Let me up there. Thank you. And if I can get orbs of power, then that just feeds more into my ability regen and stuff. There we go. Have to go back. There you go.
The Hive shouldn't be able to use the light against us. They shouldn't be able to use it at all. The Traveler would never.
It's really
grant them
good
that
for
power. Not willingly.
lost sectors
This just isn't adding up. We need to find Savathun.
when you're trying to do master stuff. Just because you grab something gives like or like energy for whatever ability you're using as like your main one. Titan, Hunter, probably melee. Warlock's
Those
probably
rods will
grenade
attack
or
if you don't shoot them, Guardian.
probably grenade. Or if you're running like Void, you probably want class ability and grenade. Hi.
That statue doesn't look Hive. I've never seen anything like it. Looks like pyramid technology.
Where's the ogre?
What's it doing on Savathun's ship? We should bring it back to Ikora.
Ogre, where are you? Are you kidding? I missed both of those? love twin-tailed so much. What? Here. This feels good. I pretty much always have a melee charge.
There are reports of Savathun trying to capture void light from dead guardians. Maybe this is related. Maybe she's been studying the void all this time. Could that be how she did this?
Maybe. We'll never know.
That was Savathun. Hurry.
It does. Oh. You would do that.
No, that's impossible.
Aye.
A ghost? It can't be. Get me closer, Guardian. I have to see. I can't believe it. Why is that ghost helping the hive? That thing is not like me. You see that, right? I can't believe this.
I can.
We have to keep going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Traveler, what has she done to you?
One down. Who to go? Two down. One to go. Best heavy weapon ever. 2 rockets for the price of 1? Hell of a deal. An upgrade module? Oh, no way. See if I get the catalyst. True. Do I? Right, that's what I was doing. I put just a bunch of exotic weapons in my inventory, just because at some point I'll get to it to do the catalyst.
What is this place? This doesn't look like a hive throne world.
Maybe a new exotic would help this build a little more. It won't let me in. Oh, that's why. I don't know what it is with Destiny right now, man. Stuff is loading real slow.
Tell me, O honored guest,
It's her.
how did you do it?
I don't know if it's like server issues or like
Something so like your
something specific in game.
to look in a mirror and kill what looks bad.
Where'd he go? Is it like yes, probably servers? Yeah. Yesterday. Like last night. Playing. Game just crashed. But Steam still said it was running. And it was still running on my computer, so something just like stopped. Does that sometimes? It's never done that for me before. Oh, I killed her.
Come on. You're strong. But that was too easy.
It did seem too easy, didn't it?
Well. Clan progress is almost done. No way. I don't really want that. Savathun. Hollow, do you have 7 TV by chance? Here. 7 TV is this. It's an extension that lets you see more Twitch emotes. So like if you see on the bottom of the screen, like the little chat bar, I type a boba, you'll see like the little talking thing. But if you look in chat, you probably just see a boba. I can also go like this. Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, good. There you are. Hi.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Long day.
Well, just more heat.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Heat is bad. And I'm in BC. Like, I can't imagine how it is in Edmonton. Or, B...
Edmonton, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
2 days ago.
Doxed.
It's fine. I've said Oilers and Edmonton and whatever.
Okay.
Capital of the province. Oh no.
Yep.
One of a couple million people.
Complete with their own ghosts.
But
Should have seen
2
this
days ago,
Mhm.
How?
it was like a low of 3
We're in a
degrees.
new paradigm
Now it's a low of 13 or
where
15.
the boundaries between are becoming
Holy cow.
increasingly blurred,
Oh,
especially between
clock's
Yeah,
on
I'm
alarm.
sitting here.
come back safe.
I'm sitting
Like-
here in 18 degrees right now, and it's...
Oh, let me see what it's 11 o'clock for me, and it's 13 degrees.
Ooh. That's gross.
The lowest it'll go to is at 5 a.m. 8 degrees Celsius.
Yikes.
The high tomorrow 23, Saturday 26, Sunday 24, Monday 19, and then 20, 25, 24, 22, 20.
Nothing I like.
No, so that means the Red Bull race I'm doing
Mhm.
is going to have a high of 26 on Saturday.
Oh, man. That'll hurt.
So sitting in a... Granted, it has pool noodles, but it's 2 shopping carts. So metal body in a onesie.
It's definitely new.
Are you gonna be dressed like a moose as well?
I won't be, but the 2 drivers are in like moose onesies.
Okay.
So being in a onesie in 22 degrees, heat, sun out,
But
in what's essentially a brown, like satin covered shopping cart.
a heat magnet.
Yeah, dark color and metal. Hey.
Oh. Not good.
Not
good
at
at
all.
all.
So,
So you're not a driver, you're just a builder.
well, I
Well,
pushed
just a builder, but
one of my friends to be like, hey, can you sign up for this? Can you apply for this? Can you? Because he said like, yeah, I'll do it.
Mhm.
After about a week of doing it, he does it. And then for like a month or something, he forgets to tell me that they started work on it.
Oh,
So they had already gotten the frame and stuff, so they had already accounted for body weight of 2 drivers.
right.
Which,
Could
granted,
have been a third, but
well, you're only allowed 2 people at max.
oh, okay.
It's just I wasn't considered. Although to be fair, he's getting married, so he's got other things on his mind.
Fair enough.
But I was thinking, oh, we'll just build like a little wooden contraption, you know, we'll be fine.
Mhm.
Come to find out other teams are also welding and like doing all this metal work, except for Sonic, like Sonic Radio is doing
Mhm.
cardboard and PVC tubing on a metal frame. So if you fall over, you're just in a cardboard box.
I love that. Leave it to a radio station to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they're letting us keep the cart now.
They switched over. That's good.
Yeah, all it took was having
The biggest threat to their
biggest
brand.
radio station and the biggest news station in the country be
Yeah.
like, you know, we don't like that you're doing this.
Just took an insanely huge PR threat. That's all.
Yeah. Which, I guess we know where your heart's at.
I guess so. Money.
Dickheads.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, they sent an email kind of pretty quick of no more talking about it of, hey, this is pickup, this is drop off, be there.
Yep.
It's like, how the tone changes.
How the turntables have turned.
Laddick. I do have a crafted Laddick.
Ooh.
I saw the Kendrick Lamar concert yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It. Wow.
Yeah.
It was great.
Apparently, I heard that he played. He's not. Sorry, what is it?
He played
It's,
Not Like Us 6 times.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I can't imagine.
posture check and hijack. I could do that. Hello, Xena.
He's back.
Welcome. How are you?
Want to move to your server instead of this one?
Sure. Oh,
Sure.
I'll just give you a roll to hop in whenever.
If you...
Here. He should join any second now. There you go.
Yep. Cool.
Right. Roll.
Thanks.
Congratulations, you're an admin now.
All right. There you go. High trust.
Mm-hmm. Finished a shift and got home. Nice.
I will cherish this honor.
Well,
12-hour shift.
It's like admin or Twitch streamer, and I. Which one do you want to be known as?
More of an admin than a Twitch streamer, for sure.
Yep.
I don't want to have to put Twitch in my name.
You don't have to. You just get a purple name.
Yeah.
You know what? Joking. No. You shall be christened Admin Xena. There you go. Welcome to the fold.
All hail Xeno.
Oh, that's a nice
Or
keepsake.
Xena. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Solid black? Why is this not super black? Why is the Halloween memento a better super black than the
Blacker than
shader?
black. Let's see the super black, if you don't mind.
Super black? There's like gray on it?
Uh-huh. Oh,
So,
yeah.
like
oh,
that?
yeah. Wow.
Night. Well,
Black. That's like a void of color.
what the hell, man?
Get on your game, Bungie.
Well, you see, I give admin to people I trust, at least Discord-wise. I don't think you're gonna post a bot link in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
To you and Xenos.
Yep. I figured you were talking about Xenos. That moss shader you were showing off last night.
This one?
Extremely. Well, just like for the armor.
Oh,
It's really
yeah.
good.
On some of them, you
Tested
don't
it
even
on my
get the...
warlock.
Like, you don't get the moss. On some of them.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Like some of them you get a kind of mossy texture to them, but then other
Mhm.
ones it's just completely not
Camo.
there, or it's a green camo. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what material they're going with. Because to me, this weapon shows
Mhm.
as metal,
Yes. Yep.
and other metal parts get the moss, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
So I'm not sure what determines coloration.
Yeah, well, I have like a full warlock, and I, pressed the right-click preview thing, and it was not a single portion of him was covered in moss.
Yeah.
It was all green camo.
It's like
That's weird because I've got huge metal portions.
this shader Highlander. You get like this kind of gray stone and like green. One side's completely plaid.
Yeah, it's a weird gun too. In terms of the color change.
These Buzz Lightyear shaders also go hard.
Yeah.
Or not Buzz Lightyear, RC.
Looks like a Nerf gun.
Mm-hmm. Shaders like that, or like the brighter shaders, have the better color differential.
Yeah, like that you can barely tell.
Like this white and blue one That looks nice. Boom. Because sometimes it's like there's a third color for this graphic.
There's one singular shader that I use on everything called Vex Xenoclast Chrome.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, I find it looks good on mostly everything. There's a couple where it's like, oh, that's gross, but
I just have to find it again because now I have to relearn all
I think it was in the second page there actually.
the class Chrome. I think.
It's a mostly white icon.
Oh, I was thinking a precursor.
Oh, right there. Precursor, that's the one. That's the one.
So it's like the gold and like.
Yeah. I don't know. Simple.
I like that one. I like this descendant one, just because look at that black.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Like that black with the subtle green. If you can't tell by my channel and stuff, I like green.
It's a good color.
And then Mercury is the purple and bronze.
Yep. I like deep forest green, like kind of evergreen tree colors.
Motorbikes outside, I love that. There's one. Where is it? Even like the reflective metal from the Forger shaders looks really nice. Right?
Yeah. Looks good.
There's one shader that I like that's very subtle. Temperature wash. Hit like a nice kind of dull crimson.
Yes.
You get like a stone gray and like pale blue.
I like that one a lot.
And
it's very clean.
Episarian Gold is another one. Chitin Slate is a good one because it used to remove glows. Doesn't anymore. Grayscale Undergrowth.
I like the temperature wash a lot.
The Undergrowth one gives you like a stone texture on armor.
Yeah, you can see a bit of that poking through.
But Abyssarian Gold I use on Warlock because it's like a dark kind of gray. Where is it?
Yeah, I've got my first page of favorited shaders, and I don't ever touch anything else almost. Unless I'm looking for like a specific look, then I'll go
Abyssarian Gold here. You get like this kind of
brownish
gold.
I love that one.
And like a dark gray.
It's almost like a desert camo, even like not desert camo, but the kind of tan that they use.
Yep. I forget what it was. It's a glaive.
Enigma, probably.
Yep. It's like my 6th one I have to make. Immediately give it away to the void. Anytime I get like the ability to craft a weapon, I take all the ones I've saved up and I just trash them.
Yeah, there's no point. Because no matter how good of a roll you have on that gun, you can just get it on your new one, and better, because you can enhance it.
Exactly.
There's no point in not doing that.
It's like, I have a bunch of the ones from the current season saved up, and like previous seasons.
Yeah.
As a Night Stalker, get kills with Vortex Grenades. I'll get that eventually. Oh. Don't tell me I needed the...
You do need the Enigma. You need to level it up to level 5, I think. Maybe.
Hopefully not.
depends on which quest line. You can just like artificially level it up too. But then you have to level up once with actual kills.
Not
I
sure
think.
exactly what that something was, or what that something did to
At least
you.
that's what I found. I might have been on
Hopefully nothing bad.
something else, but
We shall see.
Here I was, bemoaning the fact that we now had 2 mysteries to solve. And you, Wilson, making
I think they
breakthroughs left
changed
and
that,
right.
which is nice.
So,
yeah, it must have.
the relic rendered a full blueprint out of a single
Kind of guessed.
Doing the final ship campaign, just normal, it's a lot faster than doing it on legendary.
No kidding.
Yeah, I did it
You
all
have to.
in like one session, pretty much.
Makes sense, yeah. Legendary campaigns, I'll do them after I do them on standard.
Do you still get the
Just-
exotic?
On standard, no.
No,
Oh,
like once you do it on.
I never paid attention to that. I just wanted to do it when it was harder.
Because, like, if there's an
Great
exotic
question.
I like that's tied to it,
Mhm.
then yeah, I'll do it. Otherwise, I don't really care.
Fair enough.
Kind of like with the hunter exotics.
Yep.
This season, they don't really interest me. Like
No, none of the exotics really do for me.
improved Ascension Tempest Strike. Okay. Balance
Yep,
Powder,
cool.
Threadling
And-
Spectre.
For Warlock and Titan.
Eris says throne
Warlock
Titan
Warlocks
has
look
the
good.
interesting
built according to
Had the
design
rockets.
of the creator.
Oh,
yeah,
that too.
I like the
Although
rockets.
Sabathun
The
desired
rockets
a
seem
throne
cool.
world made of light. Everything here is
I've heard that
immortal.
prismatic on Titan is pretty
What's
weak.
strange to me is that she's
Yeah,
vulnerable
it's
here.
not as
Why would she just
strong.
let us walk in?
The grenade is decent because you suspend and jolt.
About how she stole
Yeah.
the light.
So it's basically like making a little lightning rod. I don't know what Prismatic Hunter has.
They have it's not void. I think it might be stasis.
We
I know
need a
it's
third
yeah,
darkness.
tripwire, but- Me too.
Is that way
I
it's
think
like...
Cedo was a
Who is
thing,
this?
but
Well, it's not
No,
really
it's at least-
darkness.
no. It's not really even like a subclass. Like it's not an element. It's a robot
Are
army.
you with the Vanguard?
There's...
Hello?
So the ghost quests you get,
Justin,
right, from Micah,
I can trace the signal.
you go
Any
find
leads in the
Bean
lead?
in that pyramid on the moon, and Bean was looking for a way to harness like that pyramid energy,
We're blocked. But I'm
like that
picking
kind
up
of
more
orange
that
wavy
psychic energy
darkness.
over there.
Yeah.
And that
So
can be the
the-
one I'd see as
sorry.
the third.
The
How did you do
shaders,
that?
I think, for the
It's
subclasses,
you
like
created those
they have the
platforms out of
subclass
thin air.
specific shaders now.
Yeah,
There's like an orange one that doesn't really match with anything. So
Yeah.
I've heard some people saying like, "Ooh,
It's-
that's
that's the darkness one, because it's like,
it's really the last color that we have available in the color palette that would be visually distinct,
yeah,
like a yellow, maybe an orange."
and like, I don't know why they didn't give us that and then Prismatic. Or at least tie
Good
that
question.
into Prismatic so that each, like, Warlock is like Stasis Void.
Hmm.
Titan is Strand, and Arc. And then
They
Hunter's...
already have. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, Hunter would be like Pyramid Solar. Like, that way they're each unique and it's not... Okay, two of them have either Strand or Stasis as their darkness counterpart.
And they could have totally played into it like they could have had the witness offer you this pyramid
Up there.
power
I
as
think
like
that
Mhm.
door will lead us out.
a way
We
to
just need a way up.
persuade you to leave the traveler.
Yep.
And then
then
you could have like found a way to harvest it and keep it.
corrupt it,
that.
kind of.
Corrupt it to yourself kind of thing. Like they could have definitely added it, and then
They might.
it would make the most sense because you have 3 darkness, 3 light.
Yeah.
And then prismatic joins them together. They already have all the visuals they would need. Like they've got all these
Mhm.
cool orange effects that could definitely work for grenades and stuff.
The only thing is if they do it now, that's reworking prismatic a whole lot. That's gonna mess with stuff.
Yeah, be a Destiny 3 thing. You never know
Yeah.
if that ever happens.
Well, they have that Project Payback. I don't know if it's a new engine or a new game.
They're probably going to do a little bit of an engine update.
They have to.
I mean, the engine's functional. They had a little thing a little while ago where they were saying
Yeah,
we're
but they,
perfectly happy with how it's working.
which is funny because they say they have to keep fixing it.
Yeah,
That's like
What do
being
you
happy
know
with a
about
shitbox
VODS
that keeps
using the
falling
light?
apart.
it's the shitbox you know
That's
though, right?
need to
So
know.
Yeah, but then it's like, it's the ship thing. You keep fixing it. Is it really the same thing at the end?
mhm.
Is it really the same engine you like? You gotta fix it every 3 months?
You've repaired it so many times that you've just kind of replaced the initial engine with
Yeah.
things.
You put
things,
a
kitty code.
F1 engine in a Miata.
Is it really a Miata?
Oh, at the time it was. Now it's more like putting it in be a Soul. Can you imagine?
No.
The sound of a Mustang and then you see this little putt-putt car coming around the corner?
Little Volkswagen Beetle with a.
It's like a Chihuahua, but as a vehicle.
Chihuahua the car.
Loud, but if you kind of like nudge it with your foot, it just falls over.
Yep. That'd be a really funny car to have.
Right.
The loudest car, but it's just
My dream car
average.
is a Peel P50.
P50. Which brand?
A Peel like P-E-E-L, like banana peel. Made in the Isle of Man.
Oh, that is so cute.
You can, so when you buy them, you don't buy the car. They send you a DIY kit.
And you just build it. That is so cute.
The normal engine has 4 horsepower.
Mhm. It's a putt-putt engine.
Mm-hmm. It's so small that like you could park it anywhere. And I think because of the speed, it's not road legal as a car. It's like a scooter.
That's fair. You probably have to abide by those rules.
So bike lane is my lane.
Just right on the sidewalk.
I can just park it in the building.
I want. I'm too tall for it, but I want one of those mini Japanese trucks.
Oh, yeah.
The little white ones.
Those are pretty, like, they're cheap to buy. It's just importing them and getting parts.
Yep.
Although now that they're getting more popular, that's probably easier.
It's the problem of getting them from Japan to the mainland.
I see
That's
a
the
lot of them
biggest
around
difference.
Edmonton.
Really,
There's loads as like work vehicles and stuff.
they're handy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you go around mountain roads in Japan, you kind of need to be.
Yeah, we had a lady that we used to do.
Between you and me,
Two sisters
I
who do
don't think this guy we've been
horse
talking
riding,
to
or
is
used to.
working for the band.
And she had like
Guess
one of
it
those
could
for
be a
just
rogue
carrying hay
hidden
bales around.
agent.
Yep.
Or a lost guardian.
Perfectly sized for it.
But maybe it's just Savathun disguising her voice.
I mean, like the truck, like the actual bed of the truck is the same as a normal pickup truck.
It's just they lose the unnecessary cabin space.
Yeah, they're not as bulky. They just have the same utility size. And like the sides of the thing can fold down.
Basically, classic Japan is very functional, but
A lot of older vehicles have function over
Scorn ahead.
form.
What are they doing here? They don't go anywhere without
Except for,
being
like-
I appreciate that.
Older ones that have like the rocket taillights.
Those ones are cool though.
Yeah. Some of the ones act more like a boat.
Yeah. Probably more hydrodynamic than aerodynamic.
Yeah, well, it's more just like
At least
they
got
turn
fast.
like you're trying to take
They
the
have a
rock.
huge train radius, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they used to drive these babies for miles sitting on a rock. That turns faster than some of them.
It was, I guess it was enough of a problem. I saw this video of somebody's car that they invented in that time, where it has a back wheel. It looks like a spare tire, but it can go down and it extends
Yeah,
down from the back, and it allows you to pivot into place for parallel.
yeah, I've seen that. I don't remember the car, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think it probably didn't get into mass production.
It should have. Should have been
Really
standard.
should have. Like, it's such a cool idea.
Training wheels for a car?
Yeah. What can go wrong? Some people need them, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. I need them. I'm still working on stuff.
Another hive wielding the light. Eyes up, Guardian.
And now I'm out of range, so you can't hit me. I've been playing a lot of Shadow of Mordor again. With like the Nemesis.
It's just gonna be red axe, sorry.
Oh. Wee. I can say this to chat and then I'll just repeat it. I'm playing a lot of Shadow War for the apparently the Wonder Woman game that's coming out. Might be using the Nemesis system. I forgot how good Shadow War was, man. Combat feels great. It's got like the old Arkham feeling of combat. I'm excited. Cinch.
You brought us here?
Hey, take it easy. Just let me explain.
Waiting. How close am I to getting the legs? I'm not too far. Oh. Oh. Sun's down. I was hoping it would cool down outside. Guess not. Oh, here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm reducing the reducing this to 20. There you go. Now if you want to change the picture in the bottom right, the one that says meet, Little Pepe's meeting, it's 20k.
Used to be my, actually, don't worry about it. All you need to know, us wandering ghosts gave into the hive believing we'd found purpose, and well, peer pressure's a hell of a thing, huh? Also, because it's what the Traveler must have wanted. Then hive killed guardians with light, and you think that's the Traveler's will, really? I'll tell you what, I don't buy it. Not anymore. The Witch Queen's up to something, and, maybe together we get to the bottom of it, huh? There's an old hive temple nearby with Savathun's secrets inside. That is all I know. The what and the why? That's your game, yeah? And when you get there, radio me. Private channels only. Oh, almost forgot. The name's Finch. Honor to meet you. Yeah, for real, real.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, legs. Chat. Ads are coming in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. How does this look? Okay. Simple. Hmm. I like that. There you go.
I still can't believe Savathun has the light. The light is sacred, Guardian. It's what gives you your power. It's the reason I found you. And I will never let the Hive steal that from us.
It does kind of suck for Ghost. First we got darkness, then they got the light. Like, what?
Finch, we're nearing the Hive temple you mentioned.
Whoa, 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 hey, careful using my name out there. I don't need the loose and high catching onto our friendship.
Okay. We'll be careful.
Oh. Surely this catalyst will finish at some point soon.
So, Finch, mind telling us what exactly it is we're looking for?
Oh, you know, what's his name? That old warlock Osiris? Yeah, it's his ghost. Well, was his ghost.
Wait, you mean Sagira?
That's the one, yeah. You know what happened to her. How she, you know.
Sivu Arath came for her, backed her into a corner. But clearly Savathun found her shell, impersonated Osiris.
I see. That must have been part of her play, to steal the light, I mean.
Sure seems that way.
Well, I'm sensing some skepticism.
We don't know you, but you're very eager to trust us. Makes me uneasy.
Hey, now, I am taking a huge chance trusting you too, you know. I bet you change your tune once you find Sagira.
If we find her, then we can talk trust.
Spawn in.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. What I was saying was I was playing Shadow War more recently. Like the Middle Earth game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because apparently the Wonder Woman game might be using Nemesis as a game.
Oh, like
The system that generates the orcs.
right. Nice.
More scorn.
Wait.
What are they even doing here?
I'm confused.
And
You said.
Hmm?
Which game was this? Sorry, Shadow.
Shadow War. Well, Shadow Mortar is the first one. I downloaded both of them again.
Yeah.
The combat?
Yeah, how's the combat?
It's like old Arkham combat,
Okay.
like Batman.
More traitorous ghosts serving the
Not
hive.
totally
Good
familiar.
riddance. They
Sorry.
deserve
So like the old Arkham Knight games.
By that logic,
Yep.
I should be crushed into pieces too.
You turn tail back to the hive.
They had like some of the best combat for just
Some
fluidity.
blind judgment there, my friend.
Meeting you confirmed a suspicion.
And
Siding
it's
with the hive was a choice, and you all
just
made it willingly.
constant finishers and attacking
Making a
and
choice doesn't always
combos.
mean you have multiple options, you know.
Felt good to play.
hmm
I am not saying buddying up with the hive was right.
And they're adding that, or they did add that.
that's just the combat they've always had. But the Nemesis system is what they use to generate unique enemies.
I guess we'll see.
So,
Like you don't kill one, you spare them, and then we'll
well,
have like a unique dialogue at the next fight, right?
more like
But they kind of like they remember you.
yeah, they remember you, but each playthrough you do will have a different orc.
Oh, okay.
So like there's one orc that's consistent for a story reason, but otherwise every single person that plays every single run, whether they re-download it or not, will have different orcs.
Is it like they have a certain number that they take from, or is it procedurally generated?
They're
orcs?
procedurally generated,
Ooh.
so they have personalities. They might have a fire weapon. If you kill them a certain way, maybe they come back with a sack on their head because you cut their head off. Maybe you drive them insane, so they start mumbling.
Right.
Or if just a random NPC one kills you, that's not like a named one, they become a named one. They assume a personality
Oh.
and like an
that's cool.
archetype. And supposedly that system or a similar one might be coming to the Wonder Woman game. And I don't know how that would work.
I guess like
Random bandits
rob
or
or something.
something.
yeah, like if what's the setting for this one?
Wonder Woman? I don't remember the time period.
Okay.
But like,
It'd be cool to have it in World War One, like the first movie. I
How
thought
do
that
I-
was really interesting.
it's procedurally
setting for
generated
superhero.
German soldiers.
That and like you know some sort of like the German experiments they create abominations.
I guess, yeah. Or just like mythic beings.
Yeah, that too. Just like in that movie Ares, like she fights Ares, which
Mhm.
is so perfect because it's the god of war. Like it's if these gods were real, he would absolutely be embroiled in all this.
Oh yeah.
So maybe like if some lower enemy kills you, they either
Become a god.
like they get favor from the god or something like that.
I mean, that's kind of like how it is, like with Sauron. You can get necromancers once, so if you kill them, or if you throw them from a ledge, they might get a trait that makes it so that they can detect you from stealth or something.
Mhm.
Or they're immune to fire, or like immune to range if you kill them a certain way.
Yep, they adapt to what you
Yeah.
did last time.
Or you can get necromancer ones. Or if you cut off a limb in an execution, they come back with a robotic arm, and now they can
Right.
grab you out of a counter.
Right. They're stronger.
You have to think more of how to fight them.
like the idea of like throughout the game you have to change your playstyle because the enemies have adapted to your former
So
style.
to get this straight, we're heading into a
No matter
dangerous
what you
temple
do, you've
filled with
got
deadly
to
spores
change something.
to find
Yeah.
Sagira,
It's not
who's
like,
placed there by
oh, I got this
Savathun.
ability. Okay,
That's about the gist of it.
game is now just cakewalk.
And this definitely
Yeah.
isn't some kind of trap.
I got the one gun.
Interrogate me all you
Now
want,
we're
but
good.
I am not
Yeah, or like
hiding
the,
anything. I
so like
promise.
some will have
Honesty
fears
goes a long way
and make
with
them
my
easier to
guardians.
Is
dominate, bring them into
Ikora
your
Ray,
army,
the leader of the Vanguard.
or they'll be angered by something that'll enrage them and make it
That's
harder.
solid insurance, a watchful eye.
Or
In
they
case
can
your
betray you.
actions differ from your words.
Great.
So let's say like
Make it more difficult.
one of them has a blood brother that you don't know about,
We're
and
not
you have one that's on your side and you kill his
run by
blood
us, and
brother.
we
Well,
can
he could
discuss a more permanent
betray you.
Yeah.
once Savathun is dealt with.
In which case, he might get the thing of Iron Will, and you can't get him back unless you shame him to try and remove that trait.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's
Didn't want to.
more systems like that would be so nice if they didn't patent that system and never use it.
Oh, did they patent it?
Yep, Warner
Oh, that's
Brothers
so
patented it,
unfortunate.
and then after the Shadow of Mordor and War games, never used it again.
That's so unfortunate.
Because they're, well, we
Seems like
want this to be an innovative thing, but we also want it to be unique to us.
Yeah.
Which,
It is unique to you, but we'd all love to be able to use it in other games.
yeah,
So please.
it's like... And then they decided, oh, you know what will do good with this game after all this good praise? Loot boxes.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, where you could get
Is it not a
orc
single-player
followers
game?
and armor out of. They removed it after a couple of years, but it's like... At the same time,
Oh.
Battlefront had the loot box thing. Shadow War had the same.
Yeah, I mean, for a little while there was a just a cheap way to make money, and everybody was doing it because it is indeed a cheap way to keep making money.
Yeah.
That's the last of them. Let's head
Like
down.
I'm saying, it's cheap. Like it's a really lackluster and
Yeah.
frankly disrespectful thing,
Well,
in my opinion.
the thing is,
It's like, yeah,
That was
gamble
a
with your
giant
money
score.
instead of this thing that you've probably already paid for.
Might be seeing things.
mhm,
Now give us more money. It's no, I paid for this. Now give me what I paid
Yeah.
for.
Overwatch, I think, had the best system for that with loot boxes. It didn't change the game. It was a skin.
Yeah, that's perfect. Because if you could play the entire game, you could go pro without ever touching one of those boxes.
Mm-hmm. Like, if Battlefront just had skins in there. And if Shadow of War didn't have them at all. Because there's no need to put orcs in it, because that removes the whole thing of, like, finding them. It's like Watch Dogs Legion.
Yep.
If you pre-order the game, you just got good agents. Well, it's okay.
Which is
Those
basically
agents
great.
are better than every other one I would just find in the game. So,
Yep.
why would I... And also, if you just found one normally, it was good. You didn't use any other agent. Because the game was easy enough, you could just get it done with one. But I don't think Battlefront would have had such an issue if they just stuck skins in there. And didn't attach it to, like... Here's how you get characters.
That one was, yeah, really bad because, well, frankly, you want to play as Darth Vader? Open your wallet. Like,
Yeah.
no,
And it's...
I'm playing the Star Wars game. I should be able to play Darth Vader.
And they
Which-
removed it, not because they understood it was bad, but because people said they would stop playing the game.
Yeah.
So they removed it for a monetary reason, not because they're like, okay, you know what? Maybe we misstepped.
No, they
It was Bobby
removed
Kotick
it because
or
people hit them over the head with it. Like, we will stop this. Like,
some
okay,
guy
cool,
was
fine.
upset he couldn't afford to keep harassing his coworkers because he would lose enough money he'd have to get a different job. Because I think that was the same CEO that was kept drinking people's breast milk.
I think you cut out there for a second.
I think it was the same CEO, or maybe it was the Blizzard one, that kept like drinking people's breast milk out of the fridge.
Like Homelander?
You know, he would just take people's like. It was either Blizzard or EA. Probably Blizzard with all just the random.
I mean, Blizzard is.
It's like. It's like they went to South Park writers and were like, "What's the worst things you would have a CEO do?" And it's like they did it.
Whatever that giant
Yeah.
sword was.
Because like
They started taking notes.
they did R. Kelly's bit where they peed on people in cubicles.
Yep, yep.
They stole breast milk. And then
Yep.
The Scorn are supposed to be mindless,
it's like,
but these
how are you
powerful,
a real person?
organized.
If they act, it's because someone's telling them to.
You're telling me I have to pay for characters in a game and then you can just go piss in someone's cubicle and that's how the world works?
Perhaps. He was driven from the tangled
I'm
shore not long ago.
completely unaware to this.
I don't think it's him.
And you
It's
know
probably for the best.
Well,
Yeah.
the world's bathed in Savathun's light, right?
No,
Supposed to be a capital P
caught
power
my
for
ad
keeping the
blocker
dark
again.
out. It's
Oh.
somehow
What do you
Scorn
use?
found a way in.
Adblock
You'd think
Plus,
they found
which I
some
know
sort
isn't
of
good,
power to match,
but
didn't
it's
it? Huh?
then we
basic
don't yet
and-
know what we're dealing with
Yeah.
here.
Well, even
For
like
now, keep
I use
focused on
Script
the
Monkey
task
and
at
that's been
hand.
having issues.
Yeah, YouTube has been cracking down.
Yeah, and they
For the first
increased the
time.
price of YouTube Red.
Yeah, because, well, they're forcing you into it, so.
Well, Script Monkey doesn't like block the ads, it just like plays it really quick. But YouTube did
Oh.
something to change that.
Is that a Chrome extension? or-
Yeah.
I honestly think Adblocker kind of does that too. Because you will see a flash of the ad,
Mhm.
and then you'll see a flash of kind of the end screen. And then it'll play. Like, kind of how it's like an ad, and then it'll show you, like, click here to
Yeah.
go to that website. It'll show that for a couple seconds, but that's about it. And I don't mind that. That's
Yeah.
actually, that's one thing that really annoys me is not only are you taking my time by playing an ad, you're also showing me a screen that's about that ad I just watched again afterwards. Like, it's too much, really.
Well,
It annoys me.
I got an ad for someone's like talk show. It was a 40-minute ad,
Yeah,
and
I
it
know,
wasn't
I've had
skippable.
those. Yeah.
I had to reload the page.
Yeah. It was skippable, or
No, it was unskippable.
no?
I
That's
reloaded the page.
insane.
I don't get how that's allowed.
Good question. Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Like, I know
tell you that much.
YouTube gets a whackload of money for that whole ad spot, but like, I'm just not gonna watch the video if it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch your channel if you give me a 40-minute unskippable ad. Dog shit podcast.
Fortunately, they know that, what's the alternative? You're gonna watch something off Rumble or something? Like,
No.
no, you're coming back to us no matter
It's
what.
like-
But
Your shorts, I can find on like 3 other platforms. And half the
yeah,
YouTube
like
videos are
Instagram Reels.
like Twitch streams beforehand anyway.
And for me, it's like mobile. When I'm watching mobile, it feels like it's trying to push ads upon ads in to make up for lost time. Because I
Yeah.
swear every 2 minutes is an ad, and it drives me up the wall. So I just don't watch YouTube on my phone. I just watch like TV shows, Amazon Prime or something instead.
I don't really watch anything on my phone. It's just like music or like a game or like
Yeah.
whatever utility app I'm using, like maps or something.
It's kind of like the lazy thing. Like if I'm just in my bed or something, that's when I'll watch something. But I mean, watching a movie or something on a phone is not the best experience. You just don't get the full, like, not visual, but experience, I guess,
Yeah.
of watching a movie.
That was no
You
barrier.
miss details.
Felt just
Yeah.
as powerful. What are we playing
Everything's
with here?
smaller on the screen. A lot easier than this.
Wouldn't stick around
Very
to find out if I were
important
you. Grab Sagira and go, okay?
Does Netflix have ads too now, I think?
Yeah. Same with Amazon and Disney Plus. They have
Amazon has ads, yeah.
I stand before a being with
the thing of like everything's becoming cable again. It is, because now you get like bundled things and like plans with less ads.
remember it.
Yeah, it's
Remember
really just
that
back to
night.
cable.
Or
Did anybody
I don't know
else
the
hear that?
program my mom
Sounded like
uses, but
Savathun.
Who's
she gets like a
the
whole
witness?
channel, or like just a bunch of channels for free,
I've never heard that name before.
and it's like
Exciting though, right? A lead.
one of
What's
them's like
most exciting
cops
is that you will
24/7.
find the truth.
Trust her and
It's like
Like just police.
Call it
Like the
cautious
show
optimism
Cops.
for now.
Okay.
Your guidance yielded results.
Or
But
like
let's
a
not forget
Mr. Beast
Savathun
channel
remains at large.
Well, hopefully not for long.
that just plays his videos on loop, or like Fail Army as a actual channel.
You can be sure we'll hold you to that.
Interesting.
In the meantime, what should we do with Sagira?
Didn't know you could
I'm
do
not
that.
sure how we
Mhm.
heard that voice from it, but I have a theory. Bring her
But
back
it's
to
like
me as
a
soon
couple
as
thousand
possible.
channels we just get for
Good
free,
work. All of you.
and they don't have commercials.
That's really nice, actually.
And then I go to Disney Plus, and it's like, yeah, I know you used to pay $11 a month for everything, no ads, but now we want to charge you $15 a month with some ads.
It's
Huh?
like, no.
You increased
No.
it because they increased it to, I think, $12 and then 15. No ads. And they were like, yeah, we're partnering with Hulu, I think, and we're gonna have ads now.
Just
You're
like,
increasing
why?
the price and giving me ads? Huh?
Like, no, thank you. I'll find.
I'd pay
Well, at this-
$15 for no ads. I'm not paying
Yeah.
15 and.
Yeah,
First the relic, then the illusions
And
near Savathun's
I
fortress,
think
and
pretty
now
soon
Sagira's
people are gonna
shell,
wake up and just
all linked by the
start
same
pirating.
energy. The same
think
It's
that's-
just
dark
Amazon sticks are gonna make a comeback.
you can interact with. It's been useful so far.
Amazon sticks.
I just
Like the
don't
Amazon
how
Fire
little we
Sticks,
know about
or
it.
whatever they were.
I think
Right.
Ikora will
Yes,
have
I
some theories
vaguely
about all this.
remember
We should
hearing
head back
about
to
those.
Mars.
The ones that, like, for some reason, Amazon was really okay with making them the easiest thing to jailbreak. Totally on accident, and not to get more people to use Amazon TV.
So
First the
accidental.
relic, then
Mm-hmm.
the illusions near Savathun's fortress, and now
Doesn't matter if they
Sagira's
pirate
shell.
it. Thousands of people all of a sudden start using your product.
The same dark energy, which you can interact with. It's been useful so far. I just don't like how little we know about
I'm
it.
excited for Blockbuster to come back.
Ikora will have some theories about all this. We should head back to Mars.
Honestly, you could probably make a small market with Blockbuster now.
Yeah.
Like,
New video provider service, Blockbuster. You can get a subscription at the Zellers kiosk. 'Cause apparently Zellers is back now too.
yeah, like, I'm just thinking, like, it can't be that hard to just not increase your budget that much. Like,
Well,
Disney's like increasing the budget or increasing the price, sorry, and giving you ads too.
well, now they have to pay people a fair wage after all the protests and boycotts and stuff. So they had to sell their 5th yacht. They're hurting.
Now we're only making $200,000 a year.
Yep. It's like
How will we survive?
there's this
My budget
VTuber
was 300.
agency called Niji Sanji. Guy that so their revenue split for merch is like 98% to the company, 2% to talent.
What?
Yeah. And like they used talent taxes that were supposed to be paid for their talent to pay their taxes. Leaving, like, telling this streamer, like, yeah, we paid your taxes for you. No, they paid their taxes with her money.
Yikes. So she still got.
Or just not telling someone how taxes are done, so they're left a couple $100,000 in a hole.
Yeah. Yep.
While also being part of like one of the largest talent groups in that talent agency. Because they like you release a talent group in like as a generation, so it's a group of like 5. So one of the larger members of this, what is essentially a boy band idea, and they are a couple $100,000 in debt.
Wow.
And then the owner goes, look, I bought a yacht. How cool is this, guys?
Oh man, that's so disrespectful.
Or kicking someone from the group,
Yikes.
like publicly firing someone for your mistakes, and then releasing, not even 24 hours later, merch using their voice.
No.
It's like, ooh.
That's scummy.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you're brave, showing your face public with what some of these people do. Or showing a picture of your yacht.
Yeah, most people just won't care though, like.
Well,
because they won't know. That's the thing.
Yeah. And like the VTuber thing, like the person they fired was willing to let it all go. The company said why they fired her, which was she almost hurt herself permanently because of internal issues. And the company was like, yeah, that sucks. And then fired her. And then they said that. And it's like Disney saying like, well, yeah, of course we pay our animators horribly and give them long hours. How else are we supposed to get Frozen 3? And then being like, why do people not like us now?
Because people want your workers to be.
I don't want to
like...
watch a movie about how someone's emotions don't feel good and then find out, oh yeah, people couldn't see their family for 3 months.
As punishment for not getting this movie done in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's like, I bet they could relate to the depressed character really well there.
Yeah, wow, this depressed character has some really big, like,
it's like,
really deep meanings to it. Wonder why.
Your animators should not be method actors.
Yeah. It's like, wow, all the depressed characters are like really, really well fleshed out.
Really well done.
All the happy characters are just like dull and boring.
Kind of monotone.
Yeah. Wonder what that's about.
Corporation was here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, that's why it didn't track the mission. Oh. I'm supposed to speak with Ikora. Oops. Oh.
I like that. Oh, I like that a lot.
For which?
Ooh. Sorry, it's Warhammer.
Oh. What Warhammer?
Pardon?
40K. Nice.
I'm just getting into painting.
Oh yeah.
But every now and then I'll come across like professional painters. And it's like, whoa, I really wish I could do that.
Yeah, I got a kit of like some Marines that I was like, I'll make a custom color. It'll be really nice.
Finding Sagira.
I made ultramarines like a slightly darker blue and ivory.
When you picked up her shell,
Cause like
you were
I
able
wanted to make a
access
color
something
combo that
called
wasn't already a thing.
psychic fingerprint.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
Apparently
the
there's
will of a
already
woman.
bright pink
Hunt
and like other colors.
Well, there's all like, you know, there's all these, I guess you could call them homebrew ones where it's people creating their own.
It's kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, it's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. But I look
But
up like the legions and it's like, oh yeah, the 56th regiment of my nutsack has bright green and dark purple. And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
It's like, how much thought
love-
did some nerd in his basement put into having 79 different things?
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, it's just me. Like, I want gray and blue and gold, probably.
Yeah. Some of them are like halftone colors. They're so different. And then there's others like the only variation. One digit on their hand is like white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
It's funny you say that. I'm literally looking at a picture where the guy is, he's got a red, like, knee pad
mm-hmm.
and a red, like, line on the top of his head. That's it.
Yeah.
The rest of it's gray and black.
Yeah, and he's a different faction.
Yeah, that's like a completely different faction from the guy who's got
Yeah.
a red helmet. But his little crescent thing on the top of his head, that's still gray, and the knee pad is yellow this time. And now
Yeah.
that's
It's like, no, you're that idiot that thinks he runs from police by turning his jacket inside out.
If I turn my jacket inside out, the police will just walk past. Yeah, I'm basically just looking for some solid gray Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
I wanted to do Adeptus Mechanicus, but I didn't want to pay $90 for 3 figures.
Yeah.
It's like, a friend and I had to drive to another city to find a store that had good like pricing for model kits.
How will communing with darkness help us understand the voices we heard?
And it's like,
Yeah, they're so expensive. So expensive. I'm lucky enough that there's a store in a city pretty close to me, and they let's see, they sell the kits basically at the same price I would be getting them online.
mm-hmm.
So online they sell them for $70 for like a pack of, let's say, 5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
At this store they sell them for $70.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually saving money due to the shipping costs. That
Yeah.
happen.
Well, we have so Wested, like the big mall of the city, has a Warhammer shop.
Like specifically Warhammer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and that's where the stuff is like $90.
I guess this means the
Yeah,
Empress
it's-
won't mind us fighting our way in.
So-
It's like, I just want the funny robot people, man.
Just want the Mars guys. Come on.
And it's like, I got a kit from a model shop that I can, it's like another set of Marines that I have to paint. I don't paint them to like put them on a board or anything. Paint them kind of just to put on a shelf and like, that looks cool. So I just build them
That's
to look
exactly
cool.
what I'm doing. Yeah. So you just painted them in.
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, I think him having this big gauntlet, like this really big gun on the other one is, or this tiny gun is kind of cool looking. Let me do that. And then my friend's like, you would never be able to use that in table game. That's too many points.
Like, I just don't care.
Yeah, because he's sitting there with this encyclopedic tome of a civilization that doesn't exist. It's like, he walks too fast. That wouldn't be viable. So, his ass too big. Not worth it.
It's like, well, too
Well.
bad. Yeah. He's got a little bit too much tonnage in the muscles, therefore.
Oh yes, the 7-foot-tall genetically engineered human walks a little too fast.
Yeah. The
Womp
immortal
womp.
walked a bit too fast. Oh no.
Clears another molecule every time he takes a step. Now that's not feasible in the universe.
It's a funny game.
But the BDSM elf god is fine. No shot.
The elder though, like, yeah.
Just give me the Zerg and General Grievous and I'll be fine.
Yeah. I've seen pictures, like, playing the game doesn't seem that fun either. It's just like, oh, I got a measuring tape. This guy can move 6 inches.
It's like D&D.
Yeah.
And I get D&D, like, you visualize it. But having someone that's role-playing Nurgle in real life next to me is not my ideal weekend.
You know that Nurgle players smell it.
I've seen the memes, but I know it's true because I've gone to a convention twice. And
Good Lord.
I have personal experience of being handed an N95 mask before I enter a hall.
No shot.
Not
really?
during COVID.
Oh man.
Cabal's shield
And then-
blocked the
I'm just
doorway.
like, you'll
Looks like they
want
got up
this.
here first.
Well, I was like, oh, what's this for? And they're like, trust me. And the moment someone,
Shh, don't
like-
speak, just put it on.
if a bouncer or a guard ever like hands me something and is like, trust me, I have concern. Because now there's some plague master that has the same underwear he's had since he was 5.
Present somehow. Opening doors.
It's his
moving
lucky underwear
platforms.
though.
Yeah, but he's blasted a hole in it with caustic farts.
When I explored
Yeah.
these strange passageways, I
Acidity has
sensed
burned through
something
many
new
years
too.
Oh, I missed my jump.
Resented it at first. To believe it recognized in me some secret.
It's like there's
function.
that one
Like you, Guardian.
meme of the guy like taking a picture behind players at a Magic the Gathering game, and it's just ass cracks,
Oh man,
and he got kicked out for that.
really?
Which you're making fun of people,
There are Cabal
but
supplies
like
everywhere.
Still.
It looks like
he wouldn't have done it if that wasn't
inside the pyramid.
Hoping to pilfer artifacts of darkness for
It's
their
just this
war
guy
against
kneeling
the
down
itself
Yeah.
with.
very soon.
Oh, I'm
Sivu Arath destroyed their homeworld,
looking at all
and
of
the
this. Is
conquerors do not take
hilarious.
well to being conquered.
These are. You know what I love about all of these? You
Hmm.
can like. Everybody in the
I
photos
think that device is
looks like
jamming
the
the
kind of
pyramid's
people you'd
movement
see
somehow.
at these conventions.
which is sad because
It is.
that means they get made fun of for that. But it's like
Yeah.
cosplay.
So like. Sorry. Some of these are just hilarious. Like yeah, there's a certain look to these people, and
These
Ah.
people. Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, it's just
No, it's just you said
They're the kind of-
these people.
they're the kind of folks that think a fedora looks good. It don't.
It's more
it
that-
does not.
The way you said these people is like Chris Pratt saying Goomba or Koopa. Put some stank on it.
Just sounded a bit racist, but
Hey man, that's what you said, not me.
you said it. You said it, not me.
Cause you've seen Chris Pratt say Koopa, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Those Koopas.
yeah,
He sounds like
it's like
he-
Mario's been grizzled from 40 years of war. Oh my goodness.
sounds like he
You said the pyramid
he sounds like he
recognizes
cannot wait to
something in us, Eris.
strangle a Koopa.
But what?
I don't know what your mic just did, but it scared the shit out of me.
A finely honed blade.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if
Curiosity.
you like coughed or
It
burped.
could be any of those. Or
What
one
was the sound?
It sounded like you barked at me.
Ask this question, and my answer is
Barked?
always the same.
Yeah.
Pure
Oh no,
speculation.
I don't know if I did
worry
anything.
the
I might have touched the
ambiguity
mic.
weighs on her too
Oh.
heavily.
It was just really loud,
sorry.
really sudden. All good.
Sorry about that. I know it's late for you, so
I've been drinking a Coke I've had in the fridge, so
okay.
my sleep schedule's gone at this
Oh, I
point.
messed up.
It's been messed up for months.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm just mindlessly being a hunter.
Just chilling.
Well, let's just stasis hunter. Chuck a shuriken, go invisible.
Repeat.
Mm-hmm. Do a finisher, go invisible.
Speaking of Warhammer, did you watch Astartes?
Yes.
Yeah. Is the reason I
I heard something like the Warhammer show. Henry Cavill left.
yeah, I'd always had like did he actually?
That's what I heard, and that scares me. Because he would only leave if like he wasn't. It wasn't what he was thinking, or like Netflix wanted it. No, was it Netflix or Amazon doing it?
Amazon.
He would only leave if Amazon was like really pushing to have something different.
So it's not necessary. Not necessarily Amazon. So
Might be Games Workshop.
The lore. Yeah, you know the lore, how it's kind of like only males can be Astartes because testosterone. That was like a thing that they kind of set up in the lore.
Mhm.
As of late, they said actually retcon that. Not only have female space marines always been a thing, the Custodes, the like literal best soldiers in the entire galaxy, have always had females in their troops. I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but a lot of people do.
I don't think Henry
Where
Cavill
I-
would be one of the ones to have an issue
To
with
have a-
that.
Yeah, he likes the lore a lot, and where I do have a problem with that is the way they kind of said it is
Just off the
this
cuff.
is a thing, and if you don't like it, leave. That I don't like, because that feels alienating.
So if they had like a codex or something that came out.
Yeah, like that's what happened. Is they had a codex and like, hey, female space marines, which is fine. It's just
the attitude, I guess.
it's just kind of like what Star Wars is doing, where they have new people come in and they don't really care about the lore. So they just kind of come in and change things.
Some of that I think is good that they do that.
Yeah, some of
like
it, some
Andor.
of it good.
Like, how did Princess Leia get these plans? Oh, she just had them. Okay. And then you have Rogue One. Well, I mean, like before
is
Rogue One.
an insanely good movie.
Yeah, before Rogue One, it's just like she had the plans. Okay. Doesn't matter for the moment. Move past that. And then it's like, well, how did she get the plans? Oh,
Yeah, let's dive into it.
okay, that's fine. Rogue One, good answer. Okay, well, no, who's Andor? How did he get here? And then geek Star Wars show.
Yeah, very good.
And then I've seen a lot of people have problems, but also really like Acolyte.
It's you either love it or you truly hate it.
We must control these
I haven't
ships.
seen it.
We've never seen a pilot.
I've only heard people's
Neither.
reviews.
Yep.
In her journeys
But
beyond the Heliopause, Queen
I
Mars
saw the
Saw
interview
encountered the entity that commands
for,
the
I think
pyramids.
he's the director, and he was like, yeah, Anakin blew up the Death Star.
Any other she has ever heard. A
It's like,
cacophony
okay,
of thought.
The hell
you don't
did.
need to be like
Perhaps those voices
Star Wars,
steer these
like,
ships.
know everything about Star Wars to direct Star Wars. If you get like a synopsis, I think you'd do fine. But to speak so confidently, like, yeah, it was Anakin that did it. Is like, oh,
Well, no.
I have a concern there.
Yeah.
Or I saw,
I distinctly remember it being Luke Skywalker. It's kind
Mhm.
of like the focal point of his journey.
and I saw Most Critical's video, his recent one. It's like
Yep.
the main character finds out her sister's alive. Spoilers. And it's like,
Yeah.
I am dedicated above all else, or my sister above all else. Nothing comes before her. But she burned down her house, killing her family because her sister wanted to go to the Jedi.
Yeah.
And it's
Like,
it doesn't seem
I'm
consistent.
gonna kill my master and go find my sister, who I hate, but now for some reason really love.
Well, it's like, oh, maybe I can get it. Like, you know, I've come to terms. I messed up. I need to find you.
That's
get-
fair.
But that's not
They
how
do
they're
that.
doing it. It sounds like.
That would actually not be a horrible point for the lore.
Because if it's like,
Uh,
oh,
It's like I messed up so badly, I need to apologize.
it's like
And
over the show, like meeting people. Oh, the Sith aren't the right way to go.
Mhm.
But then you have this director that said Anakin blew up the Death Star, going, you know, are the Sith really the bad guys? They're kind well, we should
Literally,
make,
yes.
make them more gray. It's called the dark side.
This new ability
Yeah.
allows you to see psychic imprints
Their
of
whole
past
thing is
events.
like, I am fueled
If
by
you commune
anger
with
and
Earth,
hate
you
and
might be
death.
able to see the imprint on
That's
Sagira's
not
shell.
very
Hate.
gray.
It's strange. The light
Like
made you
it's
forget,
like Darth
and now the
Vader's
darkness
suit
helps you
gives him
remember.
more pain so he can be more powerful.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the good guys are like, you know what would be really cool if we just like made ourselves hurt all the time.
I get the idea if they made a Sith who was like somewhat compassionate and he was like
Mhm.
actually gray, trying to like unite them both.
Count Dooku.
Well, more than
Sort of
Count Dooku, because Count Dooku was still like sadistic.
Yeah, but he like flip flops with Jedi and
Somewhat,
So-
but like someone who's actually trying to be like bring them
Yeah.
together. But you have someone who
Julia
I
kind of
think is like just her
Cabal
friend
tried
is
to
her
destroy
mentor,
the statue.
Mhm.
We have to stop
because
them.
it's that thing
We
of
won't be able to commune with the
you two
pyramid.
are never in the same room at the same time. And I hope they don't do that. Because that's like Scooby-Doo. The hotel
Who's
manager
behind
is
the
never in the
mask?
same place as the giant monster we're fighting. Or trying to like unmask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This school and this hotel guy.
They have the same height and voice when we punch them.
Odd.
Yeah. And I want so badly for them to kind of move away from Force users at the moment.
Yeah.
Or it's like
It's
you
a
have
cheap
High
way
Republic. Is Acolyte High Republic?
I thought it was post.
Because from how it's
Not sure.
it's before the prequels. From how it sounds. Because they're like surprised to see a Sith. Because they were
100 years
extinct.
before we ever met Anakin. So toward the end of the Galactic Domain
Okay,
of the High
so-
Republic. So it's High Republic.
That's like High Republic is not really. High Republic is like Sith Empire is also a thing with like the
Yep.
Sith race.
Riven and stuff like that.
But if they're like, oh, we thought Sith were extinct. So they're like, I guess breaking canon until, I guess maybe,
Well-
like, they're considered extinct again till Maul.
Well, have you heard about the like the power of one, the power of two, the power of many thing?
Yeah.
So that whole scene, the idea behind that is retconning Anakin Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is, Immaculate Conception, which is like the chosen one, is, you know, part of the prophecy, I think, is that he doesn't have a biological father. Like that, it's
Oh, Anakin doesn't?
like, yeah,
Okay.
like there's like Qui-Gon Jinn's like, who's the father? And then his mom's like, there was no father. It's like, oh. I think that's part of it. Anyway, so the idea is Anakin wasn't actually that special. He was just a random kid who was that. So what they're kind of setting up is that he wasn't the chosen one, and the chosen one is either yet to come or has come. Like, it's
Mhm.
That's what I heard. I again haven't seen the show myself, but I thought that was an interesting.
That
idea
could
for
be
some
interesting.
which I don't.
That he was
like.
just some insanely powerful dude for some reason.
But I don't like that because it just destroys
80
so much.
years of whatever.
Like you don't have to destroy something like to make it good.
You can take away by adding. Which a lot of people don't do, you
Yes.
just take away.
Well, what they do is they take away and then try to add their own to fill up the
If it's-
void.
What they could do is be like, so Anakin was already insanely strong, and it's like we took that as like, oh, this kid has like everything that is the chosen one, except for like one thing, but we're gonna overlook that because he checks every other box, right? And then you have someone who comes in who's like, well, he's not strong yet, but he does check off all the boxes for the future.
Yep.
Or like guy, girl, whoever. And then be like, this is actually the chosen one. Anakin was just some really powerful dude that unfortunate situations.
Yeah, like just
I can feel it calling to us.
abnormally strong, but
Be
not
careful,
quite.
Guardian.
Yeah, because that's happened before.
Yeah.
Where there's just some random dude from a what's considered like backwater planet that's just like, I own half the universe now. Hands and knees. So I can get that. But just seeing like Anakin wasn't special. Now this person.
Yep.
That's just kind
It
of,
wasn't special, but this one, I tell you, man, this one is special.
we'll get it
tell
right
you.
this time.
Yep.
I wouldn't be upset if they did. But that goes to like how they do it. So many things can be avoided with just people taking a second to think, how would this fit in the story, as opposed to just trying to do it. Because people are a lot more receptive if you just weave it in instead of just patching it onto. You know? Because if you weave in like
Commune with the
something,
statue. We can't
it's
tell
like,
yet if
oh,
anything has changed. It
the
seems like we might not notice the effects that you
stone
wrote back in
tome or
Sabbath
whatever that
Long
held
Ago.
this prophecy. It's like,
Either
well,
way, we don't want to stay
it was
here
part of a
longer than we
set.
have to.
And like the other set has another condition on it
These
that was
ships
broken
are
away or
still a
whatever.
mystery to us.
And it's like, oh, well, Anakin doesn't fit that second one. So he wasn't the chosen one. Because then it's like, okay, what happened to the other tablet? Okay. You and be
character,
like,
though.
find this
If you're gonna
tablet.
be doing something, like, yep. It don't just like replace him with Ray or something like.
Well, if you make a story as opposed to just a line of dialogue, it's like,
Mhm.
he wasn't special. Because obviously that's going to piss people off.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as much thought as you put into it, if it's just like a... It's like a... Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Which, yeah, classic line of.
And that
So
they did...
did you guys just forget to write? Like.
Well, no, they said the reason they did that was they wrote like I think they said like 30 different scripts of how
Really?
Palpatine was supposed to come back, and nobody liked any of them, so they just literally just said screw it.
I
Somehow
admit,
he's
even
returned.
after I sent you off, I had my doubts.
And then
Succinct.
But Eris reports
yeah.
the pyramid
I mean,
responded.
that's like, for us in the audience, if you're looking at it from like actual characters, a lot of the times somehow the enemy just is back, and it's like, okay, he's back, we continue on, right?
Yep.
So it makes sense for the characters to go, somehow he's returned. Because what other reaction do you have in that universe of like, somehow he's back? I have no clue. This geriatric ball of dust has come back to life.
Yeah, and like they did explain it later,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like in a TV show, I think.
It was in
Which-
Mandalorian.
Right, yeah. It's like he transferred his consciousness.
He
as he was
had
dying.
set up clones.
Yeah, yeah.
So
which he
in-
transferred.
Battlefront 2, like the newer one,
Mhm.
the single player missions they had, there was this like emissary that had like a projection of the Emperor. And I think that was just some random person wearing the helmet of whoever.
Yep.
But that like teased cloning. And then Mandalorian was set up cloning after the movie came out, which it should have come out before the movie. Or make, instead of like a trilogy, split, either make the third movie way longer or make it 4 movies. And then it's like,
Yeah,
okay, you end movie 3. Mandalorian comes out, sets up the explanation of like cloning and how the Emperor kept that going, but privately.
Mhm.
And then Bad Batch also plays onto that. And then the 4th movie comes out, and it's like, well, how did Palpatine return? Oh, well, look at this past year of us looking at the Empire using cloning tech. And then in the movie, it's explained cloning, and it's
Guardian,
not
the
as
psychic energy my hidden detected is
you set a
concentrated in this
precedent.
area.
It's
Find
not
the
just
source, and
somehow
might be
he's
able to
returned,
learn more
somehow this
from
happened,
Shep.
somehow this
It's
character's no
possible she
longer
learned how
special.
Savathun stole the traveler's light
The
before she
biggest
died.
thing I find
There
about
must be some clue here. Search the area.
TV shows is
I've
like
delivered the general location data to your
like
ghost,
yeah, what you're
though I
saying
don't
is
have anything
perfect, but
precise.
like
I'm sensing pyramid-related interference
you
between
shouldn't
us
have
and
to watch all the
coordinates
TV
Ikora
shows
sent.
to get the movie.
I
plot.
agree.
Must be a way to get around it.
But with Star Wars, when that's like Clone Wars is like the basis for everything now,
Yeah.
and when you have Anakin meeting the gods of the Force
Right
and then going,
That's contributing to the
yeah,
interference.
we fuck with you, you're the chosen one,
Destroy it.
and then
That
going,
helped.
he's not the chosen one,
Looking up another source of
the
interference.
Force has decided it's him. What do you mean?
Either is or ain't.
You're telling me the people that dictate you whittling your fingers opens a door or not decided he's special is wrong?
Yeah.
There's
like,
ads
I
in
don't
3
think
minutes.
so.
It's like, okay. Explain that then. I'm fine with them saying Anakin's not special.
We encountered pyramid
Explain it.
interference. The one on Europa
Yeah,
was so
yeah.
welcoming to us.
Like
What
you could
changed?
definitely
On Europa, I
um
suspect that your purposes overlap neatly with the
you could definitely
pyramids.
do it
You destroyed
where
the
you say
Cabal.
like
It
he's not
granted you
special, but
more
you
power.
have to
Here,
have
your
a
presence
damn
hardly
good
registers.
explanation
Well, even
because
if
you
it's
are
like,
To ask for
destroying
and nothing to
50
offer.
years of lore. Like,
Remember, the
that's
pyramid
what I'm saying. Like,
entity
if you
considers
find,
itself neither our friend
I
nor
I
our enemy.
don't think they've ever said what the prophecy is on. So if it's like a tome, it's like, oh, a Sith that was hiding out as a Jedi stole the other one to hide the truth. It's like, okay, find the tome, find the chosen one. That's interesting.
it is, yeah.
Because that's, if you think about it as like a game, right? You're playing this game and all of a sudden, after 10 years of story, they're like, you know what? Mario and Luigi aren't brothers. What do you mean? They aren't. Oh,
You're just not.
I think I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Where do I go?
Back.
I want more things like Andor.
Have forgotten pathways. That power you're using
See,
is
I haven't
making them
watched any,
real
but
again.
Andor sounded like
They're
it was
building them from memory.
fantastic.
Oh, it was amazing.
Hopefully, Segura's shell
Season
harnesses
2, I
that
think, comes out soon.
With the right concentration
I
of
think I watched
psychic energy,
the scene
a
with the
resonant
KTSO,
memory
the
connected to your shell
K2SO
will
unit.
manifest. But
I'm not
this
sure
is
what they're
all
actually called.
theoretical still.
K2SO, yeah.
It's never been done.
Yeah, they like that was so cool. Just like the heartless droid, just I don't know.
Well, it's also just
It
the
just felt
funeral
wrong.
scene was cool.
I think I watched that one too. Yeah.
It's like turning someone into a brick and then using that brick to beat someone. It's like literal building blocks of a rebellion. And then seeing people say, Andor isn't political, it shouldn't be political. There's a character that writes a manifesto
Fair enough.
in the show called Star Wars.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's like,
Well, so
sorry.
yeah, you go. You
No.
go.
It's like saying Metal Gear Solid isn't political. Huh?
Once we learned Sabathun was
What?
impersonating Osiris, I wanted to believe
So-
Segura was still alive.
Star
Perhaps
Wars
someday
is
I might
inherently
help.
political.
That if we played our
It was
cards right,
written
we
to
could
mimic the
hurt
Vietnam stuff
But I can't
originally.
stop her. She can help
And
us one last
like
time,
you have the Empire,
and
who
we can
is
bring her home.
World War II.
yeah, World War II Germany-esque. I don't know enough.
I don't know if that's
I don't know
esque.
enough to say like, oh, it's fascist or something like that. But like, they are
Appearance-wise,
definitely authoritarian, and
the
they're very
outfits
reminiscent.
for like the officers, it's like
Are
1-to-1.
Yeah. The outfits speak very, very clearly of
Yeah.
World War II Germany.
So it's like the
and
original
just-
3
Yeah.
were written
And
partly to mimic Vietnam stuff, especially with Andor.
yeah,
The prequels were, when they were written, was for the war in the Middle East,
Iraq. Yeah.
because you have this group
Which
that's going in.
Roger. Yep.
And then the newer 3, not really for anything, but you also have like Andor, which is very
Oh.
much political for current, like, thing of like, doesn't matter what's going on, you have to be the start, right?
Yep.
So it's like,
If not me, then who?
if not me, then who? And all the characters in that. And then you get idiots that say like Fallout also isn't. And it's like Fallout is war is bad.
Yeah, again, it's inherently political.
Yeah. Fallout. War is bad, yes. Now what started that war?
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I
the
think we
nukes.
found it. There's something here.
And it's like,
Yes,
I will
but
throttle you.
Why?
We need
Yeah.
answers now.
Why did the nukes drop in the first place? Like, yes, they use nukes. Why?
War bad.
War bad, not good.
Like,
Very deep.
Nuka-Cola would have started it. A little bit of Vim, I'd go to war too, man.
What I like about Fallout, again, I haven't watched the TV show, but I know
TV show's great.
cursory. Yeah, I've heard such good things. I know a cursory knowledge. The lore regarding the vaults is so interesting to me. Like, these companies that are incredibly evil and take the opportunity to try science just for fun. Like,
So,
yeah.
part of the
Strange.
vaults, initially, so you have this group called the Enclave, right?
Yeah.
All the world
Yeah.
government staying over. The initial idea from the first two Fallouts was the vaults were experiments of trying to find what was the ideal way to run society, so that the Enclave can go from their space station to the moon to set up a new civilization.
Okay.
Now, that sounds a little hard to believe for people.
Those distorted symbols. I can't quite
In
make them
3
out.
and 4 because all the Enclave is just remnants. So what they did was the vaults were experiments, still to figure out what would like make a good society. But all the experiments were the same. But now it's Vault Tech running it instead of the Enclave, with a little help from the Enclave
What
for some
is
of it.
this place?
So is Voltec like a shadow company of
We've been
Enclave then?
transported
Like,
somewhere. Doesn't look like the rest of
like the
Sabaton's
Enclave is
throne
just
rooms.
using Voltec as another name kind of thing?
So Vault-Tec is its own thing.
Guardian.
Okay.
I guess
But-
we're going in alone.
People were starting to not be as concerned about the war. So people weren't buying vault spaces, so they were going under.
Right.
So they're like, hey, we'll make a vault if Robco, this major computer company, helps out with funding. We'll set a couple vaults specific for you to do your own experiments, and like the chemical company and the other chemical company and the other chemical company and the fourth chemical company, the other robotics company, and Nuka-Cola, and various government bodies and science groups.
Remember that name. It is not
And then
darkness, but
they're like, okay,
something that wears it like a
you gotta fabricate a little bit of concern for war so that we can keep selling these and keep funding these.
I refuse to be its servant.
So you get vaults where
I spent centuries crafting
it's
schemes, playing
like
tricks,
one guy,
finding
99 women,
rules,
one woman, 99 guy, like
and
men.
then I select my new name.
One where
Yeah,
it's
those ones were insane.
Man within
it's
the
10
enemies,
women, 10 men, and a
few
panther.
friends.
One where it's a dude and a box of
Friends, no
puppets.
secrets.
One where they're some doing like actual science, and it's
About new
like
beginnings.
how testing different diseases and
Takes shape.
things on a population without them knowing.
Came from Sagira's shell.
And
Like
then
a
the
secret
overseer being like, no, I don't want that, and trapping the scientists off to die and
Sabathun
keeping
said.
his group safe.
And if that's what it was,
Fallout
it means
4,
she used Ikora's relationship with Osiris
putting people in
to learn
cryo
something about the light,
and just waiting.
something dangerous.
Yeah, that's the
In
you briefly wake up, the kid gets like stolen.
So-
no, one of them gets shot, I think, right?
So what happens is they turn off the cryo, so they wake everybody up.
Right.
They take the child because it has prime, untampered, everyone in that vault had safe DNA that wasn't messed up by radiation for the synths.
Okay.
Why they didn't just take the baby and the mother, or anybody else. I don't know. They didn't. So then they turned it on again, poorly, which killed everybody.
We're here, Finn.
And then you get woken up by your son.
Look, I got another tip for you.
I think it's like 50 or 60 something years later.
Come meet me. No time to lose.
So you don't die.
No, yours is the only one that continues to work. Whichever, like whether you choose the husband or the wife, you're the one that continues. Everyone else in that vault dies. I think in Fallout 3, the water chip was meant to break. And the Overseer knew that, but just kind of ignored it. Or it was that one, or either Fallout 1. In Fallout 76, some of the vaults are like, you have a group of Christians that go into a vault to see, like, okay, what religions like work in like a new civilization, right? They survive. Vault opens after 20 years. They have a big community garden. They're peaceful. They go to town, be like, hey, we heard you're struggling for food. Come back to the vault. We have tons. People show up. They're paranoid. Kill all of them. All the vault dwellers. Because they're suspicious. And it's just... kind of shows, like, although it wasn't part of the experiment, even when presented with, like, people who are genuine, people will still be suspicious of you. And paranoia will get the better of them. As like a thing. So it's just, even the nice ones suck, is the idea.
Yeah.
And it's
Like humanity, no matter what. Is like,
yeah. So to be like, I don't know. We can probably move on because it's just the same topic over and over, but it's just one of those things where people don't look at something above just surface. And then they die on that hill for some reason.
Yeah. they take that hill and they leave it.
They try to do like a last stand.
This is where we hold the line.
It's like, okay,
Cool, very nice.
respect that. However, you're stupid. And here's why in MLA format.
Emily format with bullet points because you are stupid.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. Other topic though, they found a new pterosaur species I think last week.
New which species?
Flying lizard.
Okay.
So pterodactyl or pterodon are the flying ones you usually see.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's a boneyard, like a mass graveyard,
Yes. Yep.
or what's called the Tapijara, just type of pterodon. And we thought it was just one species there, but it turns out there's two that lived together, which isn't very normal. Because normally to have two species in a location, there's either some kind of symbiotic relationship, or it's they fill different niches.
Could they be two species in the same location, separated by time?
No, because they're in the same layer.
Okay.
So the way things fossilize is they have to end up in
Through
water,
layers,
and then under all that compression of sediment, then they, when the bones rot away, it's replaced by minerals.
Yep.
And then once that hardens into rock, new sediment and layers on, and that's how we get the striations. And we can tell.
So,
kind of.
So fossils are basically minerals compacted together.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Calcium mostly, I would assume.
not always.
Varies.
Sometimes there's like pyrite fossils.
Mhm.
It's just whatever fills that void.
Gotcha.
But it's like
You saw a what? A memory? See?
when you're forging something, you pour something into a mold.
In the right direction. I knew it.
It's like that.
Okay, here's
Gotcha.
the tip.
So
Makes sense.
Works?
Yeah. You're just replacing the bone with
Sabathoon's
mineral.
brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
And then the weight of the
Sabathoon's
water,
got a
which you're saying you
temple
need,
dedicated to
compacts
him.
it.
mhm.
Look, I know what
So,
you're thinking. Who cares, right?
we have
But
found some
we
organic
found
matter
Samira's shell in a temple
left over.
dedicated to the sister Zivu.
So we found,
Imagine Oryx's temple.
I think, a T-Rex blood vessel
As far as how we get in, well, you just leave that to me.
that was still like fleshy.
Yep.
Some dinosaurs kind of, while they fossilize, it kind of looks like they mummify. So we can see like the color of their scales and stuff.
And that's how we
Chris?
kind of find out, oh, this type of dinosaur actually would have been feathery.
So sometimes, feathers, when they fossilize, kind of leave like a halo around sometimes, or
Yep,
they leave like a soft imprint.
Mhm.
And we can count the rings on those feathers to determine the color of the feather.
Oh.
So that's how we know like Velociraptor had the same feather colors as a robin.
Hmm.
Because it shares the
That's
same
interesting.
rings.
Yeah, and it would probably be a descendant, maybe?
They're
Just
a part of
curious
the
about how that
same
works.
family group.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
birds are raptors.
Mm-hmm. So anyway.
So
continuing where you were.
So for them to be in the same layer, that could be a long time, but because of where they were found, they would have had to die relatively close to each other, because it's not like that layer is like 100 feet in height, right?
Yeah.
It's like they were found like within a foot of each other.
Okay, so
Height-wise.
really not that far apart.
No.
Then.
So it's like if you dug down in the forest and you found a bear skeleton just covered in dirt. That's not like an ancient bear, unless you're like in the Arctic digging up permafrost and you find a woolly rhino.
Yep.
It's okay, that's a bear that was like 100 years ago or something. Or like 5 years ago. So something would have had to either wipe out an entire population and then a new one moves in within a year, which isn't very common.
Yeah, and
Or
then also fossilizes.
Mhm. Well, it could have just been bones.
Sure.
And then this other species dies out at the same time at the same location quickly, and then they fossilize, or they live together.
And Occam's razor states
Two
That
species
most
that are
likely
close enough
solution.
together probably live together.
Yep.
Because it's... trying to think of like a species now that's kind of like that.
So what
If
were
you
all these
had
Yeah.
two types of deer living in the same area, in the same niche, but they cohabitated and stayed in each other's territory, or it was considered like joint territory, that's kind of the same scenario.
Okay.
Hey, that's our guy.
I get
The
that.
one guarding the temple.
Most of the time it doesn't happen because like
This could be our chance.
You only have like one type of deer because you don't need two types of deer in the same area.
yeah, because if you think of an ecosystem as like jobs, if it's a restaurant, you don't need two cooks, two janitors, whatever. Everyone has their role.
Yeah, everything fills their own niche.
In nature, there's too many prey creatures,
That'll be dealt with. Where more predators will come in. They'll take out a lot of the prey, because the prey will move on. Thus predators will either die out or move on as well. And balance kind of restores itself naturally. But for two of them to live peacefully means there were so many resources in that area that it didn't matter.
Have to worry about eating each other.
Well, not that they didn't have to worry about
like,
eating each other, they
wiping
didn't have to
each other.
fight.
Okay. That is actually very interesting.
And they're two related groups. So it is a possibility that through breeding, this new one kind of just came around because it was related. There was no concern for like competition because they're viewed similarly enough.
Back there. The path is unblocked.
As that happens, where things just kind of mutations over time,
Savathun was impersonating
you get
Osiris,
a
Ikora's
population of
mentor, right?
individuals that mainly red coloration,
Ikora slipped up. Said
but
something
maybe
to help Savathun
a
get
mutation
going.
that's like
Whatever happened between them?
you're resistant to a new kind of disease coming around, but you're also blue.
Just saying.
So you end up with a population of red and blue, and maybe at some point
Osiris is her friend.
things happen and
Think she would have
they
noticed.
both kind of go into purple,
All of us, including
and
you,
then that purple one
every
just
other
kind of
night ghost.
runs it for the long
I'm
haul,
going to let Ikora take this on herself.
right?
Yep.
Because evolution isn't just like this fish has grown legs and now it's a monkey. It's like over generations and like thousands of different adaptations.
Yeah, well, like the classic one is Darwin. Like with Darwin, he was studying those birds who, although the same, like general species, they had all grown different.
Their beak
beaks
shapes.
for the different nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evolution is the ladder, and the rungs of that ladder are adaptations.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the best way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's like mice and elephants are related. You
Really funny.
would not confuse the two.
No. Not in a million years.
Finch, why did we stop?
So like giraffes used to be pretty big, a lot bigger than they were.
Get that barrier down, right?
Camels originated in Canada. Or what?
No way.
What is now camels were originally an Arctic species.
Interesting.
It's just because of the composition of snow. When that land bridge was there, and they migrated over into Eurasia, and then over into the deserts. Sand and snow have a similar, like, consistency to walk on.
Yeah. Similar properties.
Yep. And storing water and fat in the Arctic
Similar. Yep.
helps a lot in the desert as well. So it's
Totally makes sense.
adaptations just flip the coin. They didn't need to be as furry, but they still needed the water.
Mhm.
So
That's so cool.
the oldest camels are found in the north.
This is never something I knew
Mhm.
about. or
It's
would
like,
have thought about.
Whales and moose are related
It's another weird one.
because whales still have their leg bones floating around in the blubber.
Actually?
Yep.
Weird.
So I think originally the niche whales would have filled was similar to that of a wolf.
A hunter?
Yeah. So as the world, they would have been terrestrial.
Yep.
As the world warmed up and cooled, water would have come in and gone, so they would have to become more kind of amphibious, like an otter kind of is. Going in between land and stuff, so they would have been a little more sleek, a little bit more webbed feet, kind of thing. A little more blubber, a little more fat.
Mhm.
And then as their prey, they found better success in water, they would have transitioned into more of an aquatic creature
Finch,
over
you're
time.
stuck again.
Yeah, and go with the food.
Yep.
Just this hive tech.
So
archaic.
some whales were carnivorous, where they
Give me a sec.
actively hunted. Some decided filter feeding was best. Some
Get the yeah.
developed weird features like narwhals do.
Okay.
Um,
Close to the swamp now.
and then
Not far from here.
the way unicorns
You said this is
developed
a temple to
is also an
Oryx?
evolution of speech.
That's right. Savathun's brother.
Because if you've only ever seen a horse your entire life, and then you see a rhino,
She dedicated a temple to him.
Right. Yes.
you would probably describe a fat, single-horned horse,
Something happened to this place. It's
Yeah,
which
because that's what you have.
I can
is
sense
the
life in
original
here. Just
Roman
can't see
description
it. Maybe there's a safe path through.
for a unicorn.
That makes total sense, honestly. And it really makes sense, like in medieval art. I love medieval art, where it's like very obviously somebody has gone traveling and is describing to an artist what they saw. And like you're saying, something like a rhino. I think there's one of a giraffe, and it is the most like horrific creature ever.
Yeah.
It's
Or a hippo.
hilarious. Yeah, like a hippo. How do you explain that? Like a very, very, very fat cow. Like,
Or a very large tapir. Because you know what a tapir is, right?
Mhm.
Now, what animal do you think is described as a very large tapir?
a hippo. Right?
Elephants.
Yes, yeah. Oh, right,
Because of the
because they
trunk.
got the little nose.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. And
it-
oh, yeah, they got hooves too.
The same reason the Cyclops exists
Wow.
is because of elephants.
Yeah, because they're big old nose
Because
hole
where
looks
the-
like a
yeah.
eye.
And
Yep.
if you've never seen an elephant,
You're gonna think that's a dude with one eye who's
Mhm.
humongous. Mythology's so cool.
same with Medusa,
Looks like we're all clear, Finch.
it's
We're
probably
heading in.
someone saw.
The knight guarding this place? He's an old rival of
My
Oryx,
guess
no joke.
is someone was paralyzed
Guarding Oryx's temple.
by ending up in a cave, right? Or like hallucinated or something. Said he saw a woman with snake hair. And over time, someone also got paralyzed in that area. Well,
Right.
this other mythical thing also appeared. Oh, but what? How did this person get snake hair? Oh, well, they were. Depending on who you ask, either Medusa was taken pity upon and made it so that no men would do horrible things, or she was cursed because she was too beautiful.
Aphrodite being her very
Yeah.
jealous self.
Which I don't.
You don't like that one as much?
No, it doesn't. I don't think that fits as much of the character of Aphrodite in some of them.
Aphrodite is a horrible, horrible person.
Most of them were.
Oh yeah.
Most of Greek mythology is just Zeus got horny.
Yeah, and he decided, or he turned himself into like an animal, and for some reason this woman was extremely horny for a goose that
Well,
day.
if you're a god, right? You probably have some sort of aura or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's a whole thing, but
Yeah.
like they'd probably know it's Zeus, or at least have some sort of feeling, but still, it's a goose. Come on.
I mean, but that goose is like the size of a horse.
I was not aware of that.
I don't know if it was just a normal goose. Sounds kind of boring to just be like, oh yes, this 2-foot creature is a god.
Well, it's like Zeus turns himself into like so many animals for this purpose. disturbing, honestly.
It's those memes of like a small book right next to a big book, and it's like Greek mythology. Greek mythology, if Zeus wasn't a horrible person. It's like a pamphlet.
Yep. A bulletin.
Yeah, it's like someone's to-do list versus the encyclopedia. Please.
Yeah, half of it is just Zeus being
Grab this
a right old
Oh,
thing. It's not Twitch friendly language.
I love when new players play Destiny. I hate playing with them though.
Let's see what is happening right now.
I killed a Hive Guardian and one guy just stood in front of the ghost.
No, very good. He's just watching. To be fair, the game doesn't tell you how to do finishers, so.
Okay, yes, but when you start this story, you have to kill a Hive Ghost.
Yeah.
It shows
I
you
guess so.
what to do and the button to press.
Is this the strike?
Yeah.
You can play this one without playing the campaign.
If you're in a party with someone. But if you load it up because of the story, you're put in with other people doing it for story.
Then I do not know why that person is not doing that.
I don't. I played with someone earlier today that died, and they're like, "Can you flip and revive me? Any flippin' day now."
Like,
I've never seen someone type in local chat. I've never seen someone be that.
This before in
Say
Destiny of all games.
Can you flip and revive me?
Was it actually flipping or was
Yeah.
it the more explicit version?
No, it was flipping.
Literally just flipping. That's so
It's like he died. Local chat vanguards are wild. Oh, it was like he died. 2 seconds later. Can you flip and revive me already?
well, sorry, buddy.
It.
Kind of, you know, fighting.
Or it's like he picks up the objective and then he ignores the point where you're supposed to shove the ball in, and he's like, I don't know what to do with this. It ran out.
Oh my gosh.
So in the
That's
time
why I didn't flipping revive you.
well, he would also run straight forward and then die.
The tablets hide a
Because that's what he did before. He ran straight forward, punched an exploding shank, and then was like,
We found
someone flip
something.
and revive me already?
It's a piece of the tablets of ruin. The
So he's a
tablets Oryx used to create
wonderful
Taken.
player. Was he just a random or?
Yeah,
I was right. I knew it.
Okay.
I knew
but
the
it's like,
Taken were involved somehow.
Alak-Hul's
Still.
ghost
Brother.
got away. It just left his
this is the
body
third time you punch something
Agency plan.
labeled
We're learning.
exploding.
Trying to stay a step ahead of you. But
I don't understand. Also, hello Moon, how are you?
that's the important part. That gets us one step closer to
I will
taking
not
down the
pinch
Waypoint.
someone in the throat. Especially because I
Just
think
a
you can punch.
I think he meant pinch actually. I think you should just like grab his tonsils. Well, tonsils are inside.
Just
the throat,
wiggle
but,
him around.
You know, just a little wiggle.
A little
know.
wiggle.
Get some sense into it.
Oh, Moon. I don't remember when you subscribed, but thank you. I don't remember if I said it. Because it told me you did it yesterday, and I don't think you did it yesterday.
No, it said that he was the subscriber yesterday, but
Well, it says latest subscriber always, but my stats thing said I got a new subscriber yesterday.
maybe he gave you his Prime.
Well, I don't remember getting a notif, and I don't see it in the activity feed, so I think it's just Twitch is messed up, because Twitch also played 2 sets of ads when I started.
Well, last night I got blasted by 5 ads.
After
Back to
Panther.
back to back.
Were they all 30 seconds long?
No. I feel like some of them were a bit shorter, but
Because
still.
my ad segments are a minute 30.
Oh, that's probably what it was. It's probably compounding to an hour, or into a minute and 30 minutes in total.
Yep. Subscribed after Pantheon. That's what I had thought, but it said you did it yesterday.
resubscribed, like renewed. Do that.
Well, the main thing is it just doesn't say an activity, it just says on the stats page.
Right.
But Twitch has been funky for other things. So, I don't know. Either way, thank you. I hit a wall of a knight.
This.
I don't have resubscribe set up. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Then I don't know.
As long as you follow and watch, that's fine with me. I know prices going up makes it harder for people.
Yeah.
It's $8 a month
Prices-
is absurd.
Wow. For not a whole hell of a lot.
I mean,
Like from your biggest streamers too. Like it's not that.
at least from my channel, soon that'll include like a discount for merch.
Yeah, like that's a good incentive.
But like, if it's just ad-free viewing, it's like it's not $8 for like everybody. It's only some countries that it went up to 8, but every country went up $1. So now US is $6. While Canada and other countries are 8.
So much. So much.
Yeah, it's rough. Moon, I have a new thing. If you see the image in the bottom right, the like Pepe's talking, for 20 points, that'll probably reduce again later. You can change that picture
From 60,000
to 20.
Oh, you reduced it.
Yeah.
20k. I love the frocks though. They're making some wise plans. You can tell.
The link I sent you, or like put in chat for 7TV.
Yeah.
That's an emote.
Just like an email. He does have 25,000.
Yeah, if you wanted to, it would stay there until the next person does 20k.
He's weighing his options, I'm sure.
No, probably. This has to be safe for work and TOS friendly.
That link you sent me, that's where we would find those guys.
7TV, if you download that extension,
Yep.
any Twitch channel that has 7TV emotes, which is most channels now, you'll see them.
Okay.
Spooderman? Okay. Maybe I should preface. Send me like an image link. Preferably a transparent one. Because Spooderman does not tell me the exact image you want.
All that matters is that the throne world remains standing thanks to your efforts. As always, we thank you.
Send an Imgur link of a US / safer work PNG. There you go. New description. Do that. I'll download it if it's safe. And that'll be the new thing.
Matches the criteria.
So when is this Deepstone Crypt happening?
Not this weekend. Know that.
Oh, it's not this
Second
weekend
is-
now?
No, because I'm not going to be able to play this weekend. Campaign.
Oh, lucky.
Thanks.
Can I come with?
If you want to come over to BC, sure.
I mean, get away from Alberta for however long to go camping? Oh. Oh, you know,
You gotta start pretty soon here if you want to get here in time.
I'll just pump up my bike tire.
Okay, it's probably fine. Just drink a Red Bull maybe, and then just go.
Oh, I do have my race on Saturday. If we win, I just get lifetime supply Red Bull.
There you go.
My plan, if that is the prize and we do win, I'm gonna buy a vending machine, put somewhere, and just fill it with Red Bull.
There's got to be a clause in the contract that says that you can't do reselling or something.
How would they know?
Good point. Good point. I think that they'd find ways, but
I feel like at that point, it's up to me. Which is just be like, put a vending machine like, I don't know, near a gym with Red Bulls. Or like in a lobby, and I share some of the profits.
yeah. When I was doing construction, there was a couple businesses where their entire thing was showing up to different work sites at 10 o'clock every day and just selling coffee and Red Bull and then sometimes pastries, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that is such a smart idea. It's such a smart idea. And they'd also have like these pre-made sandwiches, so that, you know, those guys who are a bit disheveled, they forgot their lunch, they're bound to pay.
Or maybe they just forgot breakfast.
We'll have to find another
That
way
too.
forward if we want to manifest the memory.
So
Tablet we
it was
found
such a
must
smart
be
idea. I was like,
connected to
you
how
know what, that
Savathun got the light.
I would do that. If I had a food truck, just show up at a construction site, offer hot and cold coffee.
Well, it's like ice cream trucks will just show up at like parking lot of a water park if they see that it's really busy.
Yep, it's the way to go, I think.
Because it's like public space. There's bound to be at least a couple people that want ice cream after a hot day.
Yeah, for sure. They know their audience, for sure. You just gotta find a strategic location for that vending machine.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like maybe on like a trail, like near like a. I don't think people that go to a gym would drink a Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's, I guess, pre-workout, but I don't know how many people actually do that kind of thing, and how many people actually do Red Bull for that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. So it's like, if I put it near a pool, right? And you're down to the Titan me, I'm on Hunter. I already got my Titan set up. Although I do see what you mean with just the punching. If I put in here, pull, that's electrolytes and energy that you'll lose in the water, so. And it's like, at a pool, there's usually people working out as well.
I will never be the taken queen.
Yep. Our community
I
center
refuse
has
to
that.
play second fiddle to my brother Oryx.
It's just gym above,
When
pool
Oryx
below.
carved the tablets of ruin,
Yep.
he described the ability
Well,
to
there's
create the taken.
a community center that's like
But
at Show High
Oryx's
School.
chisel was
It's near me,
affected by
so.
viral power from the deep.
Yeah.
I studied its vermicular path. I read between the
work.
lines.
Even just like a
The
university,
tablets hide a riddle.
Yeah.
lots of
The answer to this riddle is something
students,
greater than the
lots
power
of
to
tiredness,
take.
lots of sales.
It is the power of
Well, I feel like high school
witness
would be better because then that's their
to
parents'
move
money.
worlds from one reality
University students, I don't know how much money they have to just throw at a vending machine.
This is what I will do.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
will not take. I will give.
Because like, there's like a
I will
little
grant the traveler a safe
kind of,
Just like
haven
a
away
basically
from its
irresponsible ones.
enemies.
That's all.
yeah.
And once it hangs in the sky of
Maybe
my
I just
throne,
put it around for a few months
I will
during like
seal it
exam
in
season.
Yeah.
But if it's like every month I get a case of Red Bull, then I can just be like handing it out.
You could be the great hand-router of Red Bull.
Yeah. Because I'm not
That one
like,
kid in school that always has the one thing you need.
yeah, I was that kid.
Yeah.
But I've only had Red Bull once before.
Savathun is
fine.
planning to pull the
It's-
traveler into her throne world and seal it away. If that happens, we could lose our connection to the light forever.
I just don't like
We
energy
need
drinks.
to
I
talk
find
to Ikora.
Celsiuses are decent, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just generally don't love them.
Well, when I was like coaching at like a weekend trip, one of the pastors just gave me a Red Bull. You're like, you look like you need this more than I do.
Oh wow.
So I had a Rain Energy, a Red Bull, and a
Rain is
Monster in the same day, and I was still exhausted.
Wow.
I got no energy from any of it.
I forgot about Rain. Rain is solid.
But it's like, I had all that, and I was still dead tired. I don't know what would have happened.
Like what led to this tiredness? Do you know?
Yeah, the kids that I was supervising not sleeping. And being up till 2 in the morning.
So
I'm stuck. Oh. Okay, I guess we just sit here now. Moon, can you just put an Imgur link in chat so I can do this thing? Oh no, you sent it to me. Oh no. You sent it to me on Discord. This is such a dumb image.
Well, you're the one that reduced the price.
I know. Eric, do you see it?
Moon, it was 60,000 at the beginning of this night. Oh no.
There we go. That's now the community image.
How wonderful. Absolutely fantastic.
My VOD setup is gonna be nice the next couple weeks or couple days.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Oogie.
What can you get? What are you doing?
So with my VODs, I'm gonna put out one of them a day at noon.
Yep.
That way, at noon you have like a 2 or 3 hour VOD, and then I'll be live. Like if you watched it when it came out, the idea is you finish watching that, and then I'm live,
Right.
or just
It's kinda like,
consistently.
hey, if you're watching this video when it's uploaded, I'm live right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good way to get user engagement.
But it's also just like you watch a TV show, and it comes out at random times on random days. Probably not gonna
It's-
watch it
yeah.
very long,
No.
which is why you have like a stream or upload schedule. So if you're not able to watch the streams, but at 12 p.m. there's a VOD every day, even weekends, then that's good. But if you watch both, then it's like, oh, the 2 days I don't stream,
Another day protecting the throne
there's
room
also
from destruction.
videos.
Good work, Guardian.
It's good.
But I have to actually set those up.
Yeah. Well, shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
It helps streaming twice a day.
Yep. Yep.
'Cause then that's 8 days that a VOD goes out. That's my plan, at least.
Sounds like a good plan.
I might need someone to actually help me with that. But I don't know how to do that with someone.
Yeah, I'm not your guy.
I think I'd have to give someone like editor access to the channel on YouTube. And then
Which is fine if it's just like, if you separate your channel, like your personal channel from your YouTube channel.
yeah,
Excuse me.
which I have,
Yeah, okay, that's good.
but it's like so often it's been the thing like, well, someone's editor got hacked, so they lose their channel. Granted, I have 7 subscribers. I doubt anyone's looking to steal my channel.
Never know though.
Yeah. Because it's like one day uploading Destiny content, next day Elon Musk NFT chill channel.
Real Elon Ma.
This is a good farm spot.
Yeah, it is. So much fun.
can throw that pretty far. Damn. I guess I'll move closer. Oh, what do I need to do now? What's the next mission? Speak to Ikora. Chat. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna send us over to Somber. I will see you all on Sunday, 10 p.m. MST. If you've liked what you see, I'd appreciate a follow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want. There's probably gonna be a VOD tomorrow when I get it up. There's a YouTube and Discord below. Otherwise, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful night.